Welcome back! If you're clicking on this without watching the first part, check the description box for the link to Act 1, and watch that before you watch this. Now, when we last left Alice, she had just escaped the White Rabbit's house, and now has made her way into a lush, grassy forest.
I should be safe here. My word, I must be as small as an insect. These grass blades are enormous. I must find a way to get to my normal size. Oh dear, everything is so confusing today. I don't feel like the same person as I was yesterday.
Who are you?
Pardon?
Who are you?
Oh, it's a blue caterpillar on top of a large mushroom, smoking a hookah.
I know who I am, but the question remains. Who are you?
Well, I don't really know, sir. At least I knew who I was this morning, but since I've been here, I've been changed several times since then.
What do you mean? Explain yourself.
I can't explain myself because I don't feel like myself. You see?
I don't see.
Since I followed the White Rabbit, I've been changing size, always growing bigger or smaller, and it makes one quite puzzled.
How so?
Well, when you have to change into a chrysalis, and after that into a butterfly, you'd feel rather strange, wouldn't you?
Not a bit. Change is a part of life. It moves us through existence.
Well, it feels strange to me. Sometimes I question whether I'm really me or not.
Who are you?
Would you please stop asking that question?
Why?
How rude! I'm leaving.
Wait! I've something important to say to you.
Well?
You should learn to keep your temper.
Is that all?
No. So, you think that you've changed, do you?
I'm afraid so. Everything is so confusing around here and I can't remember things as I used to.
Such as?
That's just it. I can't remember.
Can't remember or won't remember?
Can't.
Can you recite?
Oh, yes, sir.
Recite. How doth the little...
Ahem. How doth the little crocodile improve its shining tail, and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws.
That is not correct.
That's not the way I thought I said it. It came out all wrong.
It was wrong from beginning to end.
Oh dear.
Now, ascertaining to your next problem. Are you content with your size right now?
Well, I should like to be a little larger if you wouldn't mind. It's just that 3 inches is such a wretched height to be.
It is a very good height indeed.
Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you. It's just that I'm not used to being this size.
You'll get used to it as you go along.
As I go along.
One side will make you grow taller, and the other side will make you grow shorter.
One side of what?
The mushroom, of course. Take a piece from each end of my mushroom.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And one more thing. We mustn't let change decide who we are. Change can only affect us if we allow it. We all have a name, a purpose, and a state of mind. We are who we choose to be. No one else.
Thank you, Mr. Cat. He's gone. One side will make me grow, but which is which? I guess there's only one way to find out. I'll just start on the left side first. Oh dear. Ow! Oh! What's happened to me? I've shrunken so much, my head is pressed against my feet. Come now, Alice. Don't panic, just try the right piece now. At least my head is free, but what is all this green leafy stuff around me? And where did my body go to? My neck! It's been stretched so high. My poor little hands and feet, I can't even see them anymore. Oh, I wish I weren't changing so much. This is getting ridiculous.
Ah! Stop it!
But I...
Go away! Away with you! Stop it! Stop it!
Ow! Stop it! Stop hitting me with your wings. I am not a serpent. Leave me alone, you pigeon.
I will not let you after my eggs!
Eggs?
I tried everything. There seems to be no escape from those wretched serpents. I haven't stopped their throwing wings because they're always after my eggs.
Please, I'm not trying.
And just as I tasted the safety of the highest tree in the woods, you come along and go after my eggs. Help!
Now you listen here. I am not a serpent.
Then what are you?
I'm a girl.
I've seen good many girls in my time, but never one with such a large neck as that. No, you're obviously a serpent.
Nonsense. I most certainly am a girl, and I am not looking for eggs, especially yours. Besides, I dislike them raw.
Let me off then! Serpent!
All of the creatures here are terribly rude. Why, there ought to be a book written about this place. Maybe when I grow up I'll write one. Now, if I can just adjust my neck, I can get down to my hands. Whoa! No, this way. Oh, at last, I can see my hands again. Now then, I'll just take a bite out of the other mushroom. Yes. There. Now I'm a reasonable size, and my neck is back to normal. These mushroom pieces may be useful later. I'll just save them. Now, where to go from here? Oh, another house. It's certainly much bigger than the rabbits. I wonder if there's anybody in there that can help me find my way. Oh, is that a... It's a frog footman. Why, of all the silly things.
Ah, Reginald.
Afternoon, Cedric.
A fish footman, too.
What brings you out of the pond?
I bring a message. 'Tis for the Duchess. It's an invitation from the Queen to play croquet.
From the Queen, an invitation for the Duchess to play croquet.
Yes, that's what I said.
Must be difficult delivering important messages such as this.
Indeed. I often feel like a fish out of water. Well, I'll be off then.
Good day, Cedric.
So, a duchess lives here. Well, maybe this duchess will be nice enough to tell me how I may get to that lovely garden.
There's no use in knocking, you know. And that's for two reasons. One, because I'm on the same side of the door as you. And two, they're making so much noise inside that no one can possibly hear you.
Well then, please, how am I to get inside?
Are you to get in at all? That's the first question, you know.
You know, it's perfectly infuriating how all the creatures talk about here. It's enough to drive one crazy.
I shall sit here until tomorrow. Or the next day, maybe.
But what am I to do?
Anything you like. Why wait around for something to happen when you can make it happen yourself?
But... Oh! Hello?
Oh, it's a bull pepper! It's a bull pepper! Yeah, get it all in there! Yes!
Hello?
More pepper!
Achoo! Oh, there's definitely too much pepper in that soup.
Not enough!
Excuse me, are you the Duchess?
That depends on who's asking.
Oh, it's a cat. How cute. Oh my, please, can you tell me why your cat grins at me like that?
It is a Cheshire cat, and they always grin, you know.
I didn't know Cheshire cats grin. In fact, I didn't know that cats could grin.
You don't know very much, and that's a fact.
you're doing, or you'll hit his precious nose.
You know, if everyone minded their own business, the world would turn round a great deal faster than it does.
Which would not be an advantage. You see, the Earth takes 24 hours to turn around on its axis. Or is it 12?
Oh, don't bother me with that. I never could understand figures. Shut it, you little pig! Speak roughly to your little boy and beat him when he sneezes. He only does it to annoy because he knows it teases. I speak severely to my boy. I beat him when he sneezes, for he can thoroughly enjoy the pepper when he pleases.
How dreadful!
Here, child, you may nuzzle for a bit if you like. Now I must get ready to play croquet with the queen. Pepper! More pepper!
If I don't take this poor child away, they'll kill it in a day or so. Oh dear. No. Shh. Don't cry, little one. You're safe now. Don't grunt like that. That's not a proper way of expressing yourself. My, you're looking pale, and your eyes are extremely small for a baby. Your nose is rather turned up, more like a snout, really. You're turning into a pig? Oh, I best let you go then. Mother would never approve of me having a pig at home, nor would Dinah, really. If he had grown up, he would have made an ugly child. But he is a very handsome pig. Now then, which way do I go? Oh, hello there.
Good afternoon.
How did you get up there, Cheshire Cat?
Let's just say I have a way of getting around.
Most cats I know just lay by the fireplace.
I'm not most cats, you know, then. When you're a sort of cat like me, you can't afford to stay in one place for too long.
Cheshire Cat, dear, could you please tell me which way I should go?
That depends a good deal on where you want to get to.
I'd rather visit that lovely garden I saw earlier.
Then you're sure to get there. If you walk long enough, of course.
What sort of people live around here?
Well, my dear, to the right there lives a hatter, and to the left lives a March hare. Visit either you like. They're both quite mad.
But I don't want to go among mad people.
Oh, my dear, you can't help that.
Why?
Because we're all mad here. I'm mad. You're mad.
Excuse me? I'm not mad.
Oh, but you are. You must be. Or you wouldn't be here.
I should know if I'm mad or not.
Yes, you should.
How curious. The cat is disappearing. I've never seen a cat who could do that. She's gone now. Well then, I've seen hatters before, so the March hare should be more interesting. And since it's May, he might not be as mad as he is in March. I think.
By the way, what became of the baby? I nearly forgot to ask.
It turned into a pig.
I thought it would.
Things only seem to get stranger around here.
You have no idea. Did you say pig or fig?
I said pig, and I wish you wouldn't keep vanishing in and out like that. You're making me dizzy.
My apologies. Have fun now.
Here it is, the March Hare's house. I can tell it's the March Hare's house. It must be. The chimneys are shaped like bunny ears. Oh, wonderful! They're having a tea party. I hope they don't mind if I join them.
I say, Hatter, dear fellow, this tea is simply divine. Much better than the cup I had a minute ago.
I always say that, Hare.
And it's always true.
It appears our little Dormouse is asleep again.
Oh, do get the tea kettle. This should be smashing good fun.
Just a little drop on his nose should do it.
Of course. I was just going to say the same thing myself.
You know, it's the simple things in life.
And of course, it's the simple things. If it were the complicated things, what kind of life would this be?
Oh, I do enjoy your levity, Auntie. I really do.
Excuse me?
No room!
He's right, you know. No room at all.
Nonsense. There's plenty of room. There are 9 empty chairs left.
Of course there are 9 chairs here. We didn't say there weren't any chairs.
We said that there wasn't any room. And as you can see, we are outside. So there is no room to be found here.
Well, I suppose if you put it that way.
Have some wine.
I don't see any wine.
Good, because there isn't any.
Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
And it wasn't very civil of you to sit down without being invited.
I suppose not.
Your hair needs cutting.
My hair is none of your concern, and you should learn not to make personal remarks. It's very rude.
Oh, she's got you there, old fellow.
Tell me, child, why is a raven like a writing desk?
Is that a riddle?
Well, it certainly isn't a pun.
Oh, good. I do love riddles. I believe I can guess that.
You think you can find the answer?
Yes.
Then you should say what you mean.
I do? Well, at least I mean what I say. And that's the same thing, you know.
It isn't the same thing at all. You might as well say that I see what I eat is the same thing as I eat what I see.
And you might just as well say that I like what I get is the same thing as I get what I like.
You might just as well say that I breathe when I sleep is the same thing as I sleep when I breathe.
It is the same with you.
All this confusion in one day. It gives me such a headache.
What day of the month is it?
The 4th, I believe.
My watch is 2 days wrong. Hare! This is all you're doing. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works.
It was the best butter.
The quality of the butter doesn't matter. The fact remains that my watch is slow.
You should be at least grateful that I used better butter instead of bitter butter. Because if I used bitter butter, then the better butter wouldn't be best.
I don't use of better butter or bitter butter. Because the better butter or bitter butter would not be best for my bronze watch. You should have used batter.
Are you serious? You're suggesting that I should have used batter instead of better butter or bitter butter? Because batter and better butter or bitter butter will make it besmirched.
But better butter with batter instead of bitter butter with batter might be better.
Oh my.
Oh, at any rate, you shouldn't have put it in with the bread knife.
But the bread knife is best for the better butter and not the bitter butter or batter.
Butter.
That's a curious watch. It tells the day of the month, but not what time it is.
Of course not. Why, should I? Does your watch tell you what year it is?
No, because it stays the same year for such a long time.
Then I rest my case.
Why? Is it tired?
What's the case? Oh, it's tired. Oh, I get it. Oh, God. My cup is empty.
Well then, why not pour yourself another cup?
But it's used. You can't expect me to drink from a used cup. I want a clean cup. Let's all change places around the table.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, wait, I've got you, Mr. Dormouse.
There, now that we all have our clean cups.
Well, actually,
Have you guessed the riddle yet?
No, I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Neither do I.
Well, really. I think you two ought to do something better with the time than wasting it asking stupid riddles with no answers.
Oh, you said the T word.
Now you listen here, you simple child. If you knew time as well as I do, you wouldn't talk about wasting it. Time is a hymn.
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. You've probably never even spoken the time.
He and Time used to be very good friends, you know.
Were you?
Yes, we always did everything together. And if you kept in good terms with Time, he'd do almost anything you'd ask him to.
What do you mean?
You really are such a simple child.
All right, now say it was 9 o'clock and time to begin lessons. If you were as close to Time as I was, you'd only have to whisper a hint to Time, and round goes the clock, and in a twinkling, it's already 4:30 and time for dinner.
Oh, I wish it was.
That would be wonderful. But suppose you wouldn't be hungry for dinner.
But that's just it. You couldn't keep it 4:30 as long as you wanted.
Is that how you manage?
I'm afraid not. You see, we quarreled last March, just before Hare went mad.
Oh, yes, blame your squabble with Time on me. That's real civil of you.
How did you and Time quarrel?
It was at a concert given by the Queen of Hearts, and I had to sing. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, 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 twinkle,
Twinkle, twinkle.
Keep going. It'll be like that for a while.
Anyway, I'd hardly finished the first verse when the Queen bawls out, "He's murdering the time off with his head!"
Oh my, how dreadfully savage.
Yes, and ever since that day, he won't do a thing I ask. And now it's always 6 o'clock.
Is that the reason so many tea things are laid out?
Yes, exactly. It's always tea time, and we've no time to wash dishes in between.
Tea time gets quite dull after a while. Suppose we change the subject. I hereby vote that the young lady tells us a story.
Wonderful idea, Mr. Hare.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't know any stories.
Well, we can't very well have a tea party without a story.
Oh, don't worry, old bean. I'm sure the Dormouse here will tell us some riveting tales.
Of course, the Dormouse! Wake up, Dormouse, wake up!
But the poor thing is sleeping.
He's always sleeping. Tell us a story, Dormouse.
Story? Okay then.
And hurry up or you'll be sleeping again before it's finished.
So once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters, and they lived at the bottom of a well.
What did they live on?
They lived on treacle.
But that would have made them sick.
So they were very sick.
Here, take some more tea.
I've had nothing yet, so I can't take more.
You mean you can't take less? It's very easy to take more than nothing.
Nobody asked your opinion.
Ooh, who's making personal remarks now?
But why did they live at the bottom of a well?
Well, it was a treacle well.
There's no such thing as a treacle well.
Who are you to say what exists and what doesn't?
Really, you're being very rude.
If you can't be quiet, then you should finish the story for yourself.
No, please, go on. I'm sorry, there must be at least one treacle well.
One indeed.
Anyway, so these 3 sisters, they were learning to draw.
What did they draw?
Treacle!
Treacle!
There's no need to be rude.
I want another clean cup, so... change places!
What I want to know is, how on earth could the sisters draw treacle?
Well, you can draw water out of a water well, so I should think you should be able to draw trickle out of a trickle well. How stupid of you to even ask.
Now really, I don't think...
If you don't think, then you shouldn't talk.
Mr. Hare, let's see if we can get the Dormouse into the teapot.
Wonderful idea, old fellow.
Of all the nonsense I've had to put up with today, this was the worst. This is the stupidest tea party I have ever been to in all my life. Goodbye.
No, wait, don't put me in the teapot. No, there goes my nose.
Dear, this forest is so dreary. I've got to get out of here. Oh, there's a couple of signs up ahead. They read, to Tweedle Dum's house and to the house of Tweedle Dee. I assume they both must live in the same house. I'll just greet them and ask if they can point me out of this wood. Oh, goodness! These two boys are motionless. They must live here, for they each got Tweedle on the back of their collars. I wonder what they're doing.
I know what you're thinking.
Ah! You frightened me!
You're thinking that we're some kind of waxworks. If you think we're waxworks, you should pay for looking. Waxworks weren't made to be looked at for nothing. No how!
Contrariwise, if you think we're alive, you ought to speak to us.
I'm truly sorry. My name is Alice, and
I know what you're thinking, and it isn't so. No how!
Contrariwise, if it were so, it would be, and if it was so, it might be, but as it isn't, it ain't.
That's logic.
I remember the poem about you two. Tweedle Dee and Tweedle Dum agreed to have a battle. For Tweedle Dee said Tweedle Dum had spoiled his nice new rattle. Just then flew down a monstrous bird, as black as tar barrel, which frightened both the heroes so they quite forgot their quarrel.
Very well recited, but it isn't us. No how!
Contrariwise, you began all wrong. The first thing to do in a visit is say, how do you do, and shake hands.
How do you do?
Very well, so much obliged.
Now we shake.
Shall we play a game?
Let's play round the mulberry bush.
Oh no, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to ask which way leads out of this wood. For really, it's becoming dreadfully dark.
Get the umbrella.
Do you think it's going to rain?
It can if it wants. We've no objections.
We will never get wet under here.
Selfish things. Are there any lions or tigers around here?
No how. That's only the Red King sleeping.
Red King?
Yes, he's always snoozing around here. He's over there by that tree. Come, let's have a look at him.
He does look like a Red King on a chessboard. Won't he catch a cold sleeping in the damp grass like that?
He's dreaming.
What do you think he's dreaming about?
No one can guess that.
He's dreaming about you.
Me?
Yes, you're only a sort of thing in his dream.
And if he woke up now, poof, you'd be gone.
I would not. And if I'm only a sort of thing in his dream, then what does that make you two?
Ditto.
Shh! You'll wake him.
Well, it's no use you're talking about waking him when you're only one of the things in his dream. You know very well you're not real.
I am real.
You won't make yourself any more real by crying.
I wouldn't be able to cry if I wasn't real.
Well, suppose those aren't real tears?
I shouldn't cry. After all, they're just talking nonsense. I should know if I'm real or not. Should I? Oh dear.
What is that on the ground?
It looks like a rattle.
Oh no, it's spoiled!
It's only a rattle, you needn't be so upset about it.
But it was brand new, I only bought it yesterday! And you ruined it!
I didn't mean to.
Of course you agree to have a battle!
I suppose. Miss! Hand us over those swords by that tree!
You mean these rusty umbrellas?
Yes, exactly, the swords! Now tell me, do I look pale?
Well, a little.
You know, I'm very brave for going into battle like this. Today I've got a very bad headache.
Well, I got a toothache. I am far worse than you.
Then you'd better not fight today.
Oh no, we must have a bit of a fight. What time is it?
4:30.
Let's fight till 6 and then have dinner.
All this over a silly rattle.
It was a new one! On guard! Yeah!
It's getting dreadfully dark. My, what a thick black cloud there is in the sky.
Oh no.
It can't be!
I think that cloud has got wings.
That's no cloud! It's
The Jump Jump Bird!
No! Go away! Maybe if I could run into the deep part of this forest, he won't be able to get at me. It will never get me here. There are too many trees blocking its path. That was close. Dear, where am I now? That's it! I've had it! There's only so much nonsense a girl can take. I don't care. I don't care about that rabbit, that garden, or anything else. I'm done growing. I'm done with stupid tea parties. I'm going home. If I can only find the way, that is. Oh, a sign. Told you would. Beware the jab. Jab? This part of the sign is filthy. I can't read it. Although whatever a jab is, I'd rather take my chance with it than that bird. It's so dreadfully dark in here. What was that? Hello?
'Twas brillig.
Who's there?
'Twas brillig and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All insy were the borogoves and the bone rats outcray.
Hold together, Alice. It's all in your head. Yes, that's right. It's all in your head.
Beware the Jabberwock, my son. The jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Chub bird, and shun the frumious Bandersnatch.
Bandersnatch? That sounds awful. Wait. Jabberwock. That's what the sign was saying to beware of. Oh dear, I have to find a way out of here.
He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the manxome foe he sought. So rested he by the dum-dum tree, and stood a while and thought.
Go away, please.
And as an uffish thought he stood.
It seems to have stopped. Oh no.
The Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the tawdry wood and burbled as it came.
Leave me be!
1, 2, 1, 2, and through.
No! No!
The vorpal blade went snicker-snack.
No, no! You're not real! You're not real!
Crying won't do you much good, you know. A young lady like you shouldn't be lying on the ground like that.
Cheshire cat. Oh, thank goodness.
Run into a bit of trouble, have we?
Oh, it was horrible. There was this haunting noise and the Jabberwock was coming after me.
Such a pity.
And now I'm lost. And I just want to go home.
Would it help ease you if I allowed you to pet me?
It might.
Very well.
Oh, you're so soft. Even softer than Dinah.
Now scratch the ears.
Thank you. That did help a little.
Glad to be of service. Now, as for your current predicament, I'm afraid I can't show you the way home.
But why not?
What's the sense in giving you all the answers?
But I don't know where home is from here.
However, I can help you out of this forest.
You can? Oh, thank you very much.
Don't thank me just yet. Do you see that tree over there?
Yes.
Watch what happens when I pull on this branch.
A door. A door appeared in the tree.
Wow. Good luck. And remember, mind your head.
Yes, Oh, she's gone again. I don't believe it. It's the garden. I've made it to the beautiful garden.
Yay! Alice found the garden at last! But she may not like what she finds in there. Next week is Act 3, the conclusion. See you then!